and I know I've talked about it before too, but everything kind of really started with me realizing like, okay, I need to make a change. And I decided to get some advice on my finances. And long story short, the person that I met with was really mean and was just like, yeah, you're awful. And like, you don't know what you're doing at all. I'm like, cool. Thanks for telling me the thing I already knew.
Right.
That makes me feel great. And I was like, okay, whatever. I'm going to figure this out on my own. I'll learn what I need to know. And it just took me down this really long rabbit hole of figuring out not only like financial stuff, but how to simplify things at home, how to create systems, how to declutter. I was trying to save money, so I suddenly had all this time on my hands because I was trying to like, not shop recreationally, not necessarily go out like every single time I felt like it. So I was like, okay, what can I do around here? Well, I can declutter my whole home and
Right.
just kind of went on this path. But I ended up like really falling in love with the process and loved it so, so much. When we decided to move to Sacramento, I knew that I wanted to start my own business and I knew that I wanted to be an organizer and basically teach people what I learned and what I had to kind of learn the hard way and through a lot of research on my own. Like, let me help other people not have to go down a rabbit hole for 150 hours. So, like, let me tell you everything I learned, the short version, so that you can skip all the mistakes, you can skip all the things that don't work and just implement the things that do.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like it's a process, right? It can't be like overnight. You can't all of a sudden. I mean, yeah, you can organize your room one day, but I feel like in order to keep it up or keep up your house in that decluttered form, right? You had to continue to like live it, right? It's like a learning process, right? You have to continue to do it, right? Because it can't just be like you come in, you organize a garage, for instance, like it could take one day to mess that whole thing up, right? That whole system of like you said, like not putting stuff away where it's supposed to be, or like you said, picking up things that you're maybe like you don't need, but you're like, oh, but it's so cheap, and you start to like mess up the whole system. So, do when you like got into this, like, how did you start and get your first client? Like, it's obviously not something you can get a major, a Sac State and learn decluttering. So, how did you like get into like starting the business and actually, making this a business?
Fortunately, there's a lot of great resources available for people who are looking to become organizers.
Oh wow.
So it's I definitely learned a lot. Not at the very beginning because I launched in the fall, but the 2017, but the following spring I joined an organization called Inspired Organizer, and it's basically like a course for people who know that they love to organize, want to be an organizer, but they want to learn like the business end of things.
Mhm.
That was a fantastic program for me, and I highly recommend it for anyone else who's looking to learn more. I'm now a mentor in that group. That's how much I love it.
Wow.
So it was really great and taught me all the fundamentals, and it's basically like the same principles of that I use when I'm with my clients. I used Inspired Organizer to keep me from going down another giant rabbit hole. Like, just show me what to do, show me what works, and kind of use those principles for the foundation for my first year in business.